Do you want to know what exactly shocked Elon Musk with NASA's InSight Mars lander just found? Well, in today's video we will answer all of your curious questions. So without further ado, hello and welcome yet again to our YouTube channel, Elon Musk Center. Today's video will be yet another insightful video, and we will discuss something which is now the talk of the town. Let's talk about NASA first. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or formerly known as NASA, is one of the central United States government's agencies that is in charge of all air and space-related science and technology. With the Soviet satellite Sputnik's launch in 1957, the space age officially began. In 1958, NASA was established. The organization was established to supervise the American space exploration and aviation research. Many people are familiar with NASA's efforts, however the majority are likely unaware of the breadth of the agency's activities. In orbit, astronauts carry out scientific investigations. Scientists can learn more about the Earth thanks to satellites and space probes exploring outside the solar system. To sum it up, all new advancements enhance flight experiences overall. There are many things that we have to discuss if we're going to talk about NASA, but covering everything in one video is unfortunately not possible. So let's come to the main discussion point of the video. Mars, the most explored planet. Long considered a bad omen in the night sky, Mars is the crimson planet named after the Roman god of war. The planet's rusty red surface also conveys a message of destruction in its unique way. The fourth planet from the Sun, which had liquid water on its surface and possibly even life, could have been mistaken for Earth's smaller twin millions of years ago. The planet is currently a chilly desert with few indications of liquid water. But after decades of investigation utilizing orbiters, landers, and rovers, researchers have discovered that Mars is a dynamic, wind-tossed landscape that might still host microbial life beneath its rusted surface. A promise of 10 years. Elon Musk, a billionaire, pledged to send a person to Mars within the next 10 years in 2011. An update on the concept is sought by internet users 10 years later. The CEO of SpaceX has sought to establish a colony on Mars to transform humans into a multi-planetary species. The spacecraft engineering firm is working on a rocket prototype that will be able to transport people and goods to Mars. The bloop over Mars. Over the last 2 years, 4 space rockets that crashed into Mars were heard and seen by NASA's InSight lander. These hits are the first ones that the spacecraft seismology has picked up since InSight landed on Mars in 2018. And they also represent the first time that seismic and acoustic waves from an impact have been observed on Mars. However, a recording of one of the Martian meteorite strikes made by the US Space Agency has been made public. In the clip, a distinctive bloop sound can be heard 3 times as the space rock reaches the atmosphere, explodes into bits, and hits the surface. The end of InSight's mission. As the lander goes silent, the historic mission of NASA's Mars InSight lander to learn more about the interior of the red planet is about to come to an end. As the layer of wind-blown dust on the spacecraft's solar panels grow, the team has taken steps to keep it running as long as possible using the electricity that it still has available. The most important stage for the InSight mission is to archive its enormous amount of data and make it accessible to academics all around the world. The information from the lander has provided insight into the layers of Mars's interior, its liquid core, the extremely variable remnants of its largely extinct magnetic field beneath the surface, the weather in this area of Mars, and a lot of Marsquakes. The proposal of living on Mars by 2060. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, has unveiled his ambitious proposal for creating a human settlement on Mars in what is arguably the most anxiously awaited aerospace revolution of the year. In other words, Musk believes that within the next 10 or so years, shuttles carrying thousands of passengers might start operating between Earth and our smaller, redder neighbor. And not too long after that, maybe 40 or 100 years later, Mars may be home to a self-sufficient million-person colony. The findings host from an electrical field. To detect magnetic signals, InSight brought the first ever magnetometer sensor to the Martian surface. As Mars cooled quickly in its early history, electrical currents flowed inside its molten metal core. Even though the Earth's magnetic field has vanished, it has left behind ghosts in the form of remnants frozen in crustal rocks. Ancient rocks between 200 feet or 61 meters and many miles below the surface have a significant magnetic field according to InSight's magnetometer. Based on measurements by orbiting spacecrafts, the crustal magnetism residues are 10 times greater than predicted. The findings of dust and weather conditions. Of all missions that were conducted on the surface of Mars, InSight gathered the most comprehensive weather data. Thousands of passing dust devils have been picked up by its sensors, but the spacecraft's cameras have yet to capture any of them. Instead, the seismometer can detect the surface tilt as the whirlwinds yank on the surface like a giant vacuum cleaner, while the pressure sensor on the spacecraft records pressure dips from their eyes. InSight detected winds and other atmospheric elements like weather fronts, dust storms, turbulence, infrasound, and Bohr waves, giving a much more comprehensive view of the planet's occasionally unexpected events. As we progress through the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Elon Musk Center, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. If you love watching our videos, then don't forget to press the notification bell on the left so that you never miss any of our fantastic videos and updates from our channel. Even though we are living on planet Earth, there is no doubt that we will soon start our life, or say civilization, on planet Mars. The recent findings of Elon Musk and NASA are set to change everything, which will be the turning point in the science world. It will be exciting to note that they discovered alien life on Mars. The tiny red body of our solar system is one of the dynamic systems which is being explored the most. SIES, the primary tool for experiment. To record ground motions across a broad frequency range, the Seismic Experiment for Interior Structure, or SEIS, is a 6-sensor seismometer that combines 2 different types of sensors. To detect motion in any direction, each of the 3 sensors has sensors arranged at an angle to one another. One set consists of a vacuum-sealed instrument with a very broad band of extreme sensitivity. Medium to low frequency ground oscillations will be measured. Seismometers are most famous for being tools used to find out where, and gauge the size of earthquakes. One of the objectives for the SEIS is to disseminate knowledge regarding Marsquakes, or earthquakes that occur on Mars, as well as other causes of ground motion, including meteor strikes and weak gravitational forces from Phobos, Mars's moon. However, Mars's spin axis underwent long-term shifts, or precession, due to radio monitoring data from the Viking Mars landers in 1970s and NASA's Mars Pathfinder lander for 3 months in 1997. Researchers have confirmed the highly dense core of Mars. Based on how much Mars bulges due to the sun's tidal attraction, a different radio science experiment that examined the gravitational impacts of Mars on NASA's Mars Global Surveyor satellite revealed that some of the planet's outer core is molten. So we shared and discussed a lot of insightful facts about Mars and how Elon Musk was shocked by what NASA's InSight Mars lander just did. Talking about discoveries and finding has always been an exciting part, and when we are talking about life on Mars or starting a civilization on Mars when people never thought of life existing on any other planet. Thanks to the scientific temperament and discoveries which now enable us to find life, maybe decades later, on the red planet Mars. Impossible is possible. Science has proven this to us. The talk about Mars is no less than a thriller movie that amazes us with important news almost every month. Want to receive more such interesting information? Then hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Elon Musk Center, and we promise to deliver the best of the best news possible to you without any hesitation. Also guys, make sure to share it with your friends and family and let them know also about the innovations happening around us. Also, don't miss any updates, press the notification bell on the left so that you never miss any further updates from our channel. And with this, we have ended today's video. Until we meet again, stay healthy and keep watching more Elon Musk Center.